Hello everyone, this is Phil from Dancing Dragon Games, lead dev for Symphony of War: The Nephilim Saga, and this is a tutorial video where we're going to talk about map objectives. So, on this map we have, I believe, I could be mistaken, but every type of objective we need to talk about today. So, objectives are certain tiles on the map that are going to be capturable, or perhaps you already own them at the start of the mission. And if they are owned by you, they are going to be showing in blue, as you can see with this temple and this base, and then this town is showing in red, owned by the enemy. This can sometimes show in green if owned by the neutral third-party allied to you, but that's kind of a little bit more rare. So let's talk a bit about what we see first thing, the base. So that's your home base. You can deploy your squads from this base, usually, and if you lose this base, then that's game over for this mission. So you should defend your home base at all costs. We also have temples. We do start with a temple in this particular mission. Sometimes you can capture temples, sometimes they're not even around. Temples allow you to refresh the number of heals that your healing units have within squads. Normally they have 3 to 4 per chapter, but you can go to a temple and refresh those for a small fee of gold. You can also revive fallen units. So there is no permadeath in the default difficulty of this game, but in the higher difficulties, if there is permadeath, when there is permadeath, I should say, when you do the higher difficulty by choice, then you can still save your guys if you go back to a temple and revive them. It's only permadeath if they end up still gone at the end of the mission. So let's talk about mines. So mines and stables. I don't know if there's any stables on this map. There's no stables on this map. But it's the same thing as a mine. So mines offer strategic resources. This is an iron mine. This is an obsidian mine. These are two different types of strategic resources which you use to upgrade your units through the class tree. And you can also buy them from the marketplace, but that's a different video. Stables give you horses. So that's just a slightly difference that we don't see in this map. And so that's it. You just go out, walk up, you get these resources, and that's it. Now, one thing I should note is objectives cannot be recaptured by the enemy. So if they're blue for good. They're yours. Towns. There's different types of towns. We have really large castle towns that are surrounded by townscapes. This particular one is a village. It's just a small little one. You can see it gives you 267 gold and 3 faction XP. Compare that to this larger town, which gives you 1,588 gold and 17 faction XP. So there's different sizes of settlements and towns and cities, which give you gold and faction XP. Also, Donari temples, if you capture those give you faction XP as well. We also have forts. These are not specifically objectives that you can click on, but they're basically one-tile walls that don't really block, but they're really nice. They offer defensive advantages, great defensive advantages, whoever is sitting on them. And then you have the enemy home base here, which is the same as your home base. If once you capture it, usually that's the end of your mission in victory. And then we have the bazaar. So this tent here, you'll see in some missions. This particular one, pretty hard to get to because it's behind all these units that are parked. Usually the bazaar is hard to get to, but it's going to have a special shop. Now each home base has a shop, which is going to be like a baseline level of mercenaries, conscripts that you recruit into your army, as well as artifacts you can buy. The bazaar is going to have more exotic, more rare choices. So you'll get, instead of 4 slots of artifacts, maybe you'll have 5, and then one of them will always be an epic or a legendary. And then same thing for mercenaries. Mercenaries can be higher rarity as well. So to recap, we have bases, we have mines, we have stables, towns, forts, and temples as our map objectives that you do battle to capture in this game. Thank you for watching. Take care.